Well, thank you so much for watching. My name is Nadia Tach. I'm a certified health and life coach and fitness trainer and also Shaklee products advocate. I help men and women in their 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in clothes they want to fit and keep it this way. Today's our conversation is about having your best year ever. When I say this phrase, I kind of think, what year am I talking about? Am I talking about reflection on 2018 and creating why it was my best year? Or am I actually creating my best year of 2019? What do you think? Well, that's actually both. To have the best year ever, 2019, we want to complete 2018. But of course, the focus of mine is creating your best year ever as 2019. From the very different perspective, it took me a while to actually have that opening. What does it mean for me to have the best year ever? And maybe that is why you have not seen the vision board workshop scheduled yet, but it is going to happen today. You will see the event, and whoever is a part of our Friends in Health Facebook group, this event will be free for you. It's a gift. We will all get together just like last year, prepare for the vision board, and we will have a virtual vision board party. It will be on January 10th, 7 p.m. Central Time, and I will post a link to the event here, but you can also mark your calendar. In that link, you will see a Zoom room, and that's where we will get together. And also you can, if you enjoy videos like that, I believe you do since you're watching, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100, and that's where videos like this are uploaded. If you click little bell on the right, you will receive an instant notification when the video is uploaded, and you can enjoy it at your own time. Also, you can subscribe to my weekly health newsletter every Thursday in the morning. You receive that in your email box, and you can subscribe by going to nadiatach.com/newsletter. All right, and this group, Friends in Health, is for everyone who would like daily motivation and inspiration in your wellness journey. We have our daily motivational prompts, we have monthly challenges. So it's really something that all of us need, whatever stage or level of health and our goals we are, we still can use motivation and inspiration, isn't it? It's something that never gets old. All right, and so best year ever. Best year ever. What does it really mean to have a best year ever? Please put in the comments any reflections that come to you as a response to what you hear from me, whether you agree, disagree, or you just want to say something. Engage in the conversation. When I asked this question, what does it mean to have best year ever for me? The first response that I would get in my mind, well, it's something I can compare with previous years, and I would say, oh yeah, I've had lots of good things happen in my life that year. And so it's more like comparing good or bad, and you say, yes, there was more good than bad. So that's what means to have the best year ever. And so completing, let's say 2018, we can compare, or we can also say, was that year a stepping stone year for my better future, for my destiny, for my visions in life, for my goals and desires? Did I do my best this year to move towards what I want in life? That is the space where I want to look and complete my 2018, and I want to create 2019, and with a little twist as well. So what do you think? How does that sound for you? So to have the best year ever, The idea actually was given to me when I was listening to a Miracle Morning, the Miracle Morning program podcast, where he was talking about having the best year ever. And he said that it's so easy for us to focus on something current and not to look at long-term perspective. And that's where I caught my little twist. That's what it is. It's really having that long vision perspective and build your year as a stepping stone to your perspective. So his comparison was, okay, so if you focus on something that is immediate, instant gratification, let's say you eat ice cream and it feels so good, you receive an immediate response, your body likes it, it's sweet and tasty. And then you eat it again, so it's really right there, you receive the reward. Long term, that actually not such a good idea. Or if I snap at my children, saying something that feels good right at that moment, my daughter is listening, I hope she is, she's right here. It actually feels good to yep something because I'm in a bad mood or feel like that, but long term, does it bring any benefit? Kind of opposite. Or if, let's say, the comparison do you say this? We know that, but not always do that, isn't it? So I wonder what's your experience. The Miracle Morning example was sugar. So we eat, well, ice cream. I gave an example. We eat sugary food. We drink alcoholic beverages or sodas because it's instant gratification. It just feels good. And the long term, really not. So there's just so much, and especially in our current world with the marketing and everything that is on us, is that promotes to us that instant gratification, but long term it really works pretty much opposite. So I wonder what will be the example that I haven't said yet, but you see that, oh, this is what she's talking about, this is an example I want to give. So please put it in the comments. And so now we see, if you want to have a best year ever and you're constantly every day focusing on this instant gratifications, are you going to have a best year ever? Well, maybe the best moment ever. But the long term, when you look in December 31st, 2019, you look back and you say, oh, that year was kind of crappy because I ate crappy and I was feeling crappy and all that. It's just long term doesn't work. So stepping back, what it means for me to have a long best year ever is to use that year, 2019, and the vision board will be a visual representation of it, something that I can remind myself when I lost it, or have a visual clear picture every day to look at it. So what it really means is to, this is my mother, to have this year as a stepping stone to my future, to the life that I am creating for myself. They're going to have dinner. Without me, here you go. I could use this as an opportunity to feel good at this moment, but really, I'll be there. And the long-term vision and when I have a long-term vision and I use this every day of 2019, what's interesting? That in this perspective, everyday choices don't feel as good as the everyday choices that feel good with instant gratification. So let's say if I have a goal of losing 20 pounds, and every day I make a choice of, I'm not going to eat that ice cream. It kind of feels, I want to eat that ice cream. Next day I'm making a choice not to eat pizza. I do want to eat pizza. So these choices feel not as good as you eat that ice cream and it feels Wonderful. So when you have a vision of long-term, short-term choices may feel challenging. That is the best year ever when you can see that those stepping stones are not as wonderfully felt and experienced, and you go through them. I'm actually visioning in my head right now, I'm walking upstairs and the steps are not covered with fluffy rose petals and the carpet. They're covered with seashells, they're covered with stones, sometimes glass and maybe knives and something unpleasant, and I'm still going up because I'm making that choice every day. And you know what? In that choice of every day, where it may not feel good most of the time, and my mind will be telling me, where in the world are you going? I am saying, I'm going up. I'm going up. And it may not feel good, but it actually feels good because I see my vision that I'm going up. So the long term, that's what makes the best year ever. And when you can look back, reflect, let's practice on 2018 and say, did I have my year challenging enough to get me to where I want to go? Did I give my best? Was it uncomfortable enough? If you say, oh, yeah, and it was uncomfortable because you know it's taking you to where you want to go, that is your best year ever. So to build 2019, let's build it from that perspective. What is it that, just ask yourself a question. You know your goal, you know what you want. Maybe jot it down on the paper, maybe just say it in your head for now, but it will be the beginning of your vision. And it will give you ideas of some images that you want to create on your vision board. So we are moving towards creating your vision board. What is it that you want? Don't give any reasons why not, and it will be uncomfortable, I cannot do it. The Miracle Morning mentioned, he said, don't say what's possible. It actually kind of needs to be impossible, but you say what's probable. And if I say I can have it all, I can have a full-time fitness career, I can have a full-time income in my Shaklee business, I can have a full-time being a social media marketer, doesn't mean hourly full-time, I can have it all. It feels impossible, but guess what? It's probable. So if your intuition, and it really requires you to listen to your own self, not the other brain that talks you out and starts giving you all the reasons. You may incorporate the 5-second rule. What do I want in life? Where do I want to be in 2019, December 31? Close your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is it? The moment you hear the answer, that is it. If you take more than 3 seconds, everything after that is probably the reasons of why not and other things you don't want to hear. But the very first second, 2 or 3, this is what you want, this is your intuition, and this is your gut feeling talking to you. Probably so impossible, that's your brain telling you, but it's probable. And thanks for the great information, such a great point. It's classically considered the austerity is a good thing from the standpoint of taking a small pinch now to create a big benefit in the future. And then I have to see more in the future, or to avoid a big pinch. The Health Coach Institute mentions small hinges open big doors. Yes, and for the vision board, to start with, like, how can I use my vision in the way I can use it every day, because the small little steps are so challenging and uncomfortable, and it's actually so many days, 365, that we will have pretty much every day thoughts of giving up or not doing it. So the vision board really helps. And it may feel overwhelming. When I looked at my vision board, I actually have two of them. I have my 2018, which I promised to myself I'm going to do the live video showing my 2018, and just right there seeing what happened, because I have not yet looked at all the points that happened. And these will actually help you to have that together and to keep your vision in front of you. And if it feels just so much, so overwhelming, so many areas of my life, just take one. Just take one area. And again, if you say which area, just ask yourself, what is it? What does it mean for me to have the best life, the best year ever in 2019? What is it? Close your eyes for 3 seconds, listen to what you say to yourself, and take that area. Whatever answer you heard, this is the area you want to focus. The way I focus my vision board is just 1 year, but it also has representation of my life desires. That's what I want, and I put them in that year, and also certain elements that I really want to manifest in that particular coming year. Okay. All right. What else is on my point ideas? This is the main point. To have the best year ever is to have the most challenging year ever. In the way that you know that challenging year has brought you and will have brought you to your better life ever, or your best life ever. The progress never stops. You can't say, oh yeah, this was it, I'm done. Well, done with what? Life? But to create your year challenging enough to get to where you want to be. I am looking forward to your comments, to your reflections, what it means for you. Maybe you already have some ideas that you will be willing to share with us. Please do so. Meanwhile, I'm inviting you to take this time until we have our vision board party on January 10th to actually ask that question, what does it mean for me to have the best year ever of 2019? And write the answer down and ask yourself, what visual representation do I want to have on my vision board? Or maybe you will have a music representation or video or anything. Just write down everything that comes to your mind. So this is the way to actually prepare for your vision board, and you will have clues and ideas what else you want to incorporate. Just to give you a very quick, especially if you've never done vision board, I believe this is my second or third. I started it recently as well. Mine is quite mobile, so it's like a folder that I carry with me around, and I put a word of the year. This was abundance. You see, I've used it. It's a little wet. And this year, 2019, will be similar but smaller. And I have lots of pictures, but this is what I created for me for 2018. But for 2019, I got my images, but they are not yet on the board. So let's have a party. January 10th, it's Thursday, 7 p.m. I will post a link to this event here. It is free for members of Friends in Health. Please invite everyone who would like daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey this of 2019 year. Happy New Year, everyone, and I have about 2 hours and 37 minutes left of 2018 for us, and I'm announcing 2018 completed. Actually, I got to complete it in my planner, and then I will complete it for my life, and I will invite 2019 with my dreams, my visions, my goals, and let's have a party in 2019. Thank you so much for joining. Happy New Year. Blessings to you all, and we will see you next week right here inside of Friends and Health Facebook group. Happy New Year.